So now we're going to connect the inside of the body with the outside with a little bit of qigong. So we'll start with a horse stance. I'll do 5 minutes. Very, very light. The idea is not to be strong at all. The idea is to rest, simply to rest. You could almost view it as being the art of falling down. So you're not holding yourself, you're actually falling down. The only elements that are yang really are the crown, which is being held, your palms, which are resting on something or being held. Everything else is hanging down. So your elbows hang, your shoulders hang, your hips, your knees, and your tail. So let's go through this horse stance. We'll do 5 minutes. I'll put some meditation bells and music on, and then we can just rest in this position. If you have any difficulty with it, just stand up, give a little shake, start again when you feel comfortable. 5 minutes is not a long time, but when you're in this kind of position, it will feel like a long time. If it does, it means that we're a little bit tense somewhere, so try to release that tension as and when you notice it. If possible, try to clear the mind a little bit so that your breathing can sink down, the mind becomes clear, and with an open mind you'll better be able to see and find these spaces of tension and resistance, and you can unlock those places. Normally the legs start to ache quite early. If they do, that's because they can't breathe through lack of oxygen, which is tension. So try to rest first before coming up to give a little shake. When you go back to it, do the same thing, but avoid holding as best you can. So 5 minutes. So as you continue, the crown is being lifted from above. Shoulders are hanging down from the crown. Your tail is also hanging down from the crown. Your legs are hanging down from the hips. And your feet are resting on the ground. Your fingers are lightly stretched from the inside, as if they're lightly pressing on something. Your elbows are heavy. And instead of holding yourself up from the ground, imagine that you're surrounding a horse and your legs are lightly pressing the ribs. One of the reasons why it's called a horse stance is because when you ride the horse, you don't have to hold yourself up, you're actually sitting down on the horse. So the horse carries you, but you're lightly pressing into the ribs. And what this does is it stops the legs from pushing outwards. If they push outwards, your quads get very tired relatively quickly. So just by having this light surrounding feeling, your quads can rest and your body weight falls to the ground rather than out to the sides. Try to soften the chest, create the valley, hollowing here. Not pushing, but resting. So that one arm can connect to the other arm through the branches of your back. So behind your shoulder blades, they're all kind of linking to create one long arm which starts from here, goes through, finishes here, and then connects in space. The same with your legs. One foot connects through your hips, all the way through to the other side, into the ground, completing the circuit. As best you can, relax the arms and wrists, let the elbows hang, the fingers aiming forwards but not tense. The thumbs tend to drop, so try to open slightly just to energise the inside line. Common mistakes, leaning forwards. Even worse, leaning backwards, restricting all the organs. So the key is to soften through your hips. Rest here and light here. Then try to breathe into the upper lungs if you can. If you're new to it, then just into the dantian, this is okay. If you're relatively comfortable, then try to breathe here. So lightly restricting the abdomen to breathe in, to bring energy up to the back, and then releasing to breathe out. And you can use the breath to help the body to rest.